Hey, I don't know if I missed you or not, but sorry, I was trying to share it on my Facebook or share this on Facebook just a little bit ago or just now. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, so I'm gonna check it to see if you guys can hear me or not. Hey, how's it going? That is Russian name of some kind that I can't even begin to try to understand or know what your name is. So I'm sorry. I hope you're doing good. I'm having a bad day, so I'm here drawing. Ukraine, okay. He didn't care about the snow like at all. Honestly, he just thought it was cold dirt or ground. He didn't react to the snow in any way. He didn't even try to lick it. So he enjoyed it, but it we were hoping for more. That's cool. The closest I've ever come to that side of the world was I lived in Germany when I was a kid and stuff. So that's the closest I've ever been to Ukraine. I hear it's very, very pretty in certain areas and stuff like that. Like uh, that whole side of the European continent, Asia, and all that stuff has got all those cool mountains and stuff. So I'm sure it's pretty over there. I live in Vegas, and it's pretty in its own way. So. But yeah, no, we made a big deal about Ziggy going up to the thing, just for him just to not really give a shit about the snow. Plus, it was mostly frozen, so it wasn't crunchy snow. That might have been probably. Yeah, I lived in Germany when I was a kid. My dad was in the army, so I was. How's it going, Darlene Martins? Yeah, I lived in Germany when I was a kid, Frankfurt, and at the army base there for 5 years when I was 2 to 8, 2 to 7 ish. Oh, I was born in Texas originally, so Army brat. My dad was in the army, and was born in Texas. Moved to Germany when I was a little kid. Lived there, then moved to New York, then to Alabama, and now I'm in Vegas. So, but I lived in Alabama for like 30 years, so that doesn't count. I lived in Alabama forever. Trying to find what I want to draw right now. This is just going to be a collage, and I'm calling it Rage because like I said, I'm a little angry about all these AI videos and AI pictures and AI caricatures and stuff like that I've been seeing on my Facebook, and then people wanting to defend it. Oh yeah, Vegas. Mostly right now, it's just things that I need to draw stuff that will help me get my anger of out. So I have a 16 by 20 canvas. This thing's huge. Like it's massive. Canvas. I haven't done one of these in quite a while. Why does that do that every time? But yeah, so big canvas. Like for example, that's the difference in canvas size. So, oh, cool. Where you at in America? Or what part of the part of America are you in? Southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest, whatever the fuck. I don't know. There's parts. Oh yeah, I got three of them to some do stuff with. So I'm gonna just draw a lot of stuff in here so I can get my feelings out that I've got because that's what I do with my feelings and stuff with art. I try to get them. I try to paint them. So Um, that's my therapy. That's my happiness. That's my happy places. So I paint when I get stressed, and I'm stressed. So oh, it's all good. Yeah, I'm just stressed out. I'm very much against the use of AI, and my whole Facebook page since last night has been uh, AI video this or AI character. Like, look what ChatGPT did for me because I can't or I won't pay for artists to do it. I won't spend the time to learn a craft or a skill of my own and stuff, and then I'm gonna just willingly and acknowledgingly steal other artists' work, and then people getting mad at me because I'm mad about it. Like, I'm angry that you care so little about your friends that are artists or creative types, and it can be with music, it can be with anything. Like, I lost a friend a while back because they decided that doing stop motion stuff. I hope so. I hope Vox comes by today. Um, the distraction of his weirdness will be interesting, I'm sure. But like I said, I know I'm sounding angry and bitter, but I am. I had like friends from high school, friends from that I've known for years that I've just, you know what, you got to go now. There's a lot of bad stuff going on in this world. I get it, and there's a lot of negativity happening in this world. But the fact that you guys, not you guys, but people think that stealing artwork, even AI generated crap, is okay, and then you get mad when somebody calls you out for, hey man, you're stealing something. You stole that work. You stole stuff. Like on my Facebook earlier, I shared a thing. Um, it's one thing to use someone's art style. Yeah. So right now I'm drawing Nezuko. Okay. So I'm drawing it in the anime art style, right? I'm using, but it's still going to end up being my art style at the end of the day. But I'm drawing it in the style of the anime, just like when I draw. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab it. That, like Kinger here. I drew Kinger because you guys, in one of my other lives, a bunch of you guys said something about drawing some amazing digital circus characters. So I did, and I drew them in the style of those characters, right? Because that's how you do it. I think when you just copy some, yeah. But like I said, my issue comes down to is people like, okay, like I said, I was saying a minute ago on my Facebook, I shared a caricature artist's work. I don't have a problem with character art in general, but like this guy, he does the mean spirited kind of work, like if you have like a kind of a bigger nose, he makes sure that's at the forefront of it, and you look kind of, it's mean style art in my opinion, and when it comes to like character work. Sometimes it's great and it's funny and it's perfect and stuff, but sometimes it's mean. Like this guy's mean, and how he does his stuff. But I shared it on my Facebook because at least it's a real person doing it versus and then to illustrate that you're stealing that guy's livelihood, that guy's job, that guy's work, that guy's stuff goes into the compiling of you making that stupid caricature of yourself on Chat GPT or Sora or whatever the hell the stupid things are, right? The different apps and stuff. And then I've had people like lash out and want to act like I'm some elitist or something. No, I would rather you share any kind of art. Have a good one. Yeah, that's I've had people assume my work was AI stuff, which I think is funny because now, granted, I've seen where there are AI apps out there now that have a hand that are drawing on a canvas, but when you watch, like, say I'm drawing this right here, some shading and some weird line work pops in over here, and then you get some bullshit that pops up over here, and you're like, how'd that shade in? How does that work? Right? And it's an AI app that's mimicking somebody drawing with their fucking hands now. And at least right now it looks good, and it looks bad in the aspect of you can tell it is that way. But soon that stuff's going to get worse. I wish people it takes like a second to realize a video is an AI usually, especially the AI videos with people like that they're trying to they're AI generating a human. Watch their hair, how it moves, watch the eyes, watch the little weird AI tries to replicate the micro movements people have, and very badly, in fact. And you can see it most of the time pretty easy, but people don't want to look at it. It's like for a while I kept seeing this orca attacking a trainer at SeaWorld. And yes, a trainer has been killed by an orca at SeaWorld or somewhere or whatever, but like it was some weird crap and some other stuff. But now people are like, "Oh my God, Free Willy's it's the devil," because they're focused on the fact that they don't want to believe that AI deep fake video could happen. I watched The Running Man recently, the new one, and it made a good example of people using AI in their like quick turnaround of AI usage. And they made this dude in the movie say all kinds of shit he didn't say, and it was him doing it because, well, in the movie they recorded him doing it and then the deep fake. But we're not far off from that being a real thing. And that deep fake crap being something that we're going to have to worry about real soon, where some hacker group, some group like that's going to use AI to make us think some real bad shit, and people aren't going to take the time to go, or they're not going to believe it. So stand up against AI, people. Like, it's bad. And it's just theft. Plain and simple theft. Yeah, SeaWorld's been exposed for bad things, and they've been, done some stuff. No, I don't agree with that at all. If you can't create references as an artist or use images to make and compile your own thing, then you're using it as a crutch, and you're not capable of doing it. So using AI even as generative thing, you're still stealing somebody else's thoughts because nobody is actually doing it. I saw a thing earlier that was talking about how studies are showing that AI, in the aspects that people are using it for lately, is where art is an additive process, like art, music, writing, and things like that. Like, you add your flair based on what other people are doing, right? So music, like if you ever read the thing, there's like four music chords for all of these like super big songs and stuff like that. It's true, and it's just different progressions of those chords, but it's some human that made up those four chords and other humans who decided that those chords work this way or that way. In the case of AI, there is no additiveness to it. Nobody's adding anything to anything. Nobody is expounding on human skill. So no, I don't think even using AI as a reference and then doing the artwork yourself is okay, in my opinion. Because again, it's stolen something from someone. Yes, all art is based on other art, but it's a human doing the art versus I'm stealing other people's work and then copying it into my style or my thing because I was too lazy to actually think it out. That's my issue with it, XTC, is even using it in the aspect of referencing or making your like a reference image. It's still a concept of you're stealing somebody else's work that went into that process. And I would rather you just, like, as a person that takes commissions and stuff, I would rather you give me an idea, we talk about it, and then I start planning it out and doing it by compiling stuff. Like, I had a weird commission at the beginning of last year, or middle of last year. It was Jaws mixed with Barbie. So I did a Barbie doll on the top swimming across the water. It says Jaws in the Barbie lettering, and it had Jaws coming out the bottom of the thing, kind of like the movie poster. I didn't have to have AI with that. I didn't have to have AI to make and compile those three or four different things that I put together for it. And as an artist, you should be able to have that ability. And I'm not talking about like fine arts and all this other stuff, like, you know, having a degree. But if you're doing commissions and you're doing stuff like that, you should definitely be able to draw out a concept of some sort. It might not necessarily be coming up with a new character or an OC type character, but you should be able to do that without an AI, any AI assistance, because again, the AI is being stolen. That work is compiled and stolen from somebody else. Okay, there you go, Leah. I'm going to use that example wise. Okay, this is the painting that I'm using, or the reference that I'm using. And look, Pinterest board, because this is where I save all kinds of stuff, right? I save all this different stuff, and then I use it for references, because that is how you would do it. But at the end of the day, I'm not stealing anything, and this is just for posing, for things like that, or different stuff. So at the end of the day, I'm still grabbing a bunch of images, I'm still compiling it and making it and doing it. So yeah, Pinterest is awesome for for that. I love Pinterest. I have a buddy, another artist buddy of mine. He doesn't use Pinterest for that at all, but he uses Pinterest for recipes for cooking and stuff. And me and him were talking about it one day. I use Pinterest to store, art ideas and compiling things and stuff like that. And he uses it for cooking. Now, granted, Marlon's a damn good cook, I'm sure, and stuff, but he uses it for cooking, and his references come from like nature or whatever he's drawing at the time. It does, and he's an awesome artist anyway, but his stuff is a lot different than mine. And but yeah, so he uses Pinterest for you know uh, recipes and stuff. So using Pinterest or whatever is not an issue. It's just one of those things where it's a tool. And that's another thing I keep seeing people talking about. AI is a tool. It's not a whatever. No, it's not. It's not a tool, because a tool is something that helps you, and AI is something that does it for you. So it's a crutch and not a tool. Hello, Crystal. Crystal can contribute to my my state of anger last night, about seeing all these people with the AI crap all over. It's just, and like some of the people, I've known these people for 20 plus years in some cases, but when you tell them, when you say something about the AI, their first response is, "Well, it doesn't hurt nobody." Well, yes, it does. It does hurt people. It does. It hurts the fact that you've got friends that are artists. People who are creative types, and yet you're still thinking it's okay for you to post some garbage AI thing that. Oh, sorry, that was Ziggy, by the way. Um, okay, Crystal. But people are using that bogus AI chat GBT thing, and in place of ability, skill, and concern of what it does. Hello, welcome back, Crystal. But yeah, it's one of those. I'm very very upset, and then I have people who have reached out to me because I deleted them or unfriended them on Facebook. Well, why did you unfriend me, or why'd you whatever? Well, you've got a Bob Ross Godzilla paint or a AI picture on your profile. Kind of seems like you don't care about me as an artist, because Bob Ross, I don't think his happy accidents would include, "Oh, look, I accidentally prompted something on my AI generator." That's not how Bob Ross was. He wanted you to do the art. He wanted you to be the creative person. And he even like showed you how. I'm not necessarily showing you how to be creative, just that I hope to show you it's good to be creative, if that makes more sense. I'd rather somebody be creative and happy in life and in things than I would rather try to pawn something off as your work when you didn't do anything. Try, fail. That's what I do. That's what everybody else does. You're supposed to fail. You're supposed to try and not succeed. You know, Yes, but XTC people are using it to completely replace the artist. They're using ChatGPT and posting images, or their prompted bullshit and saying it's their work. Also, like on Facebook with the ChatGPT caricature thing, you're taking away from actual character artists that do that for a living. I live on Fremont, and you can go on any time during going down Fremont. There's like 10 or 15 people doing caricature work. They're charging like $20, $25 a person. Now, those $20, $25 a person, because they have that on Facebook or they see that on Facebook, why am I going to spend any money on that? Why would they spend any money? It's very much stolen. That person that I was talking about earlier that does caricature work, that like I said, I don't like his work because it's the mean side of it a little bit. But you pay for that. You know what you're getting when you go there and you buy it, right? You know that. So you, no harm, no foul kind of thing. But again, this AI crap is stealing off of that guy's actual work, literally and figuratively stealing from his actual work. So there's not a defense in it for it, that, oh well, he's such and such or whatever. It's that guy doesn't get paid now because, well, I saw it on Facebook where I can just hit print on ChatGPT. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. And if you, like I said, if you use it to compile your own images and your own stuff, that makes me feel like you're lacking as an artist, or you need to grow as an artist some, because you're relying on the crutch of somebody else doing it. They're not art, so don't tell, or don't put it as art either. Please just say it's a generated image. Um, okay, I'm gonna have to take Ziggy out here in a second. Um, yeah, no, it's a lot different than using Pinterest. So where I use Pinterest, I'm doing the work again. I'm compiling the work, a human. I'm not being lazy and telling ChatGPT to find me 28 images and then compile it into something so I can trace it. Okay. When you do ChatGPT caricature work, it steals from caricature work like that of me and Crystal right there. We went to an event at the Aviators Stadium for stuff, and because of that, there was a guy doing caricature work. So we got our caricature done. That is a real artist who looked at mine and Crystal's faces and did it. There was no AI bullshit. And then what I'm doing currently is I'm taking a base image of Nezuko that I found on Pinterest, that I did the work and saved and went into and made the work and effort in. And then I'm changing it, compiling it, and fixing it to it. Yeah, and then there's I don't know so much about the water part of it, Aaliyah. I've seen where people are talking about how it's, bad for the environment and some other stuff, and I don't know all of that detail, other than it is very much you're stealing work from me, work from other people, work from other artists, because you don't want to learn a skill on your own. And then the whole, it's, killing kids in foreign countries and stuff. I don't know about all that. And like, I don't know about the end result of its, that kind of stuff. I don't know. But I do know that it's theft. I'm being stolen from every time somebody posts AI garbage, and yeah. No, there's no there's hello again. Um, there's no comparison to I'm using Pinterest to compile a bunch of different artwork that I found off of Pinterest or saving a bunch of images on Google from Google to use as references for later. I'm still doing the work. So it's me putting forth it. It's a human effort. Using AI to do it, you're stealing images from people that is then taken, put together, shook up, and thrown out onto a thing. That's why it's plagiarism. That's why it's the same concept as if you use ChatGPT to write a report at school, right? And the teacher fucking fails you because it's all copy, right? You didn't do any work. You don't deserve the grade. So I'm doing work. Humans are doing work. People are doing work. I'm doing the work. I'm not just saying, oh, look what I did. Yeah, ChatGPT is there's no human involvement other than the people who are sitting there making this shit up on their computer at home or at the whatever wherever ChatGPT's offices are. Yeah, there's somebody that's programming it, but they're still programming it to steal from other people. ChatGPT is being used to steal from people. What I'm doing currently is not stealing from anyone. Yes, I'm using the IP of Nezuko that the Madaka of Demon Slayer wrote, made, and came up with. Other artists do the manga or the anime and stuff. Okay, let's see. Yes, it's only as smart as the information is given. All right, so you're a software engineer. I work. You're supposed to be able to leverage AI in your work. I still write code and I still do my job, but I use it as a way to provide a basis to work from. Okay, so how much of your code is true written code, or how much of it is I'm too fucking lazy and you hit print through ChatGPT? And how much of that code do you have to rewrite because ChatGPT can't write new code? It can only write existing code that it has a source from. Have a good one. So you're saying you use ChatGPT to write code for you. How much of that code is actually right in your software engineering? Because that's the question. And then how much of that is laziness? So you still write 60% of it. And out of that 40% that you don't write, how much of that do you fix? Because it's wrong based on ChatGPT isn't the all-knowing fucking AI that you guys, or AI isn't as good as what we're trying to make it out to be. AI isn't as, it's in its infancy, but we need to smother it in the infancy and not let it grow anymore. Because by the time, like, I had a comment on Facebook today that somebody was like, well, in 5 years, everybody's job is going to be taken away from AI because of AI. Then you should be worried about that. You should be worried that your job could be taken away. Yes, that's also the flip side of it, Chris. What Crystal just said, XTC, is ChatGPT owns it when you give it to them. Well, me and Crystal watch this stuff on TV, on YouTube quite a bit, like the forensic files and the cold case stuff, and I can't think of the guy who does the so and so presented with symptoms guy right offhand. I can't think of his name. Okay, well, whatever AI you use, XTC, is still being used and profited off of you. So you probably rewrite 20% of the 40%. You write, why use it? If you're writing 60% of the code, you add another 20% of the code, that's 80%. You're doing 80% of the work. And half of that work is rework that you had to do from ChatGPT. How's that okay? Or not ChatGPT, whatever AI system you're using, right? That's added work that you could have just done in the first place and not had to rewrite it because you did it. It was your code to start with, right? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what chat or what AI system you're using. You just admitted that you have to do an additional work because it's wrong. Why use it for the 40% and then have to correct half of it? That seems like it takes more time and effort to do than it would be just to do the work yourself originally. Okay, I have an iPad. I have Procreate and I have a stylist. Okay. And I don't do digital art very well because I suck at it. Okay. I suck at digital work. It takes me double to triple the time as it does to use pen and markers and pencils. I don't have a problem with people who do digital work. Digital work is amazing. I can't do digital work, but I'm not also up here pawning off anything as not. So, okay, so no, percentages don't work out that way exactly. Yes, it does, because that's how math works. So 20% of the 40% is 8%. 20% of 40% is half of 40%. So you're still doing half the work. Oh, okay. So your company built an AI to replace you, is what you're doing, is what you're telling me. Your company, and you're adding to the fact that you're going to be out of a job based on the work that you allow AI to do for you, that you have to then reprogram to teach how to do it correctly the first time. So in the next couple years, your software engineering degree will be the same as would you like fries with that from McDonald's, in the aspect of what you're just telling me. My company has its own AI, which is trained on my code, regardless of if I give it to them or not. But you are using it to help them. And that is taking away you and other human beings' jobs. Not right now, but it will be. Because why do I need a programmer if ChatGPT or this AI program can do it? So you shouldn't be complacent with it either. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like what Aaliyah just commented is you're literally training it to take your job. You do 60%, 68% of it, but that's 60%, 8% of it takes 98% of my time, 95% of my time. So the remainder of the work is done quicker, making me more effective in my output. No, it makes you less effective in your output because you can't even do the percentages right. If it's 60, you told me you do 60% of your job where you actually write code, and the other 40% of it is done by your company's AI that you allow to do, and then fix. Okay. So, with that being said, you're still doing a massive amount of work and then doing rework to fix the AI for you not to have a job later. I'm sorry, but think about it that way. You are literally taking your job away from yourself in the future and then defending the fact that defending it. It's kind of messed up, man. It's kind of weird. You're still doing, you're adding to its existence. You're giving it the ability to take your job away from you. And you're happy about it. So that doesn't make much sense to me, man. Yeah, well, the alternative is you're going to have it's now or later, and you're just choosing a slow death over a now situation in this case. Um, so I'm sorry, and I hope that I'm wrong, and you don't lose your job in the next couple of years because AI takes it from you. But unfortunately, like a lot of things, there's music situations right now I've been reading about where AI companies are getting sued because they're thinking that, all right, look, I'm from the time frame of Vanilla Ice got sued by or by Queen for stealing da 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 and adding a symbol to it. Okay, how do you really think that these musicians are going to affect or be happy about somebody can just remake their songs? That human effort's gone again. We just deleted it. We don't care about it. Creative writing is getting a hit and being taken aback because people like Steve Zuckerberg from Facebook, who stole massive amounts of literature from authors, instead of buying it to program their AI, they just stole it. Stole massive amounts of bestsellers, books, so that they can train an AI to write better for them so that they don't have to pay someone to write stuff for them. All these tech companies are doing things to make Steve Zuckerberg or Bezos or any of those people more rich, and you not able to do it, but be happy that you can sit there on ChatGPT. I give it less than that. And as a software engineer, you should understand that technology doubles in and on itself, especially programming. It's been doing that since its inception of technology. At one point in time, computer science degrees, you still had to, like, every 18 months, you were pretty much back in a classroom learning about the new things in computer technology and programming, right? That went into it's every couple months, every couple, weeks and stuff. You're always hearing about some new computing technology or processing speed or way of programming that allows people to do things easier, quicker, faster, better, whatever. Well, here we are now in the age of AI, and in the age of fucking AI, you're losing your job. I would probably say in 3 years. If technology continues the way it is, we'll hit a spot where AI will double in what it's doing. It will double what it's doing and its ability to output and take away your job quicker. And every time you help it, that doubling is quicker. Like the whole exponential rule. Like you watch a zombie movie, one becomes two, two becomes four, four becomes eight, eight becomes 16, then 32 and 64. And then somehow it's a couple billion people that are infected by a zombie outbreak because of one person. Okay. Computer technology is very much that same virus that breeds that way. It it doubles. So, um, yeah, what Aaliyah said, they're quitting music, they're quitting that, they're suing the companies that are doing it. I just saw that Disney, Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, is allowing Sora to start using Disney IP in its AI and then allowing people to make their own Disney content using Sora. So that's not cool. With AI, they have to feed it more data or feed the processing power. It's not really possible to give it more data. The processing power has to be. Okay, I don't know what you're trying to. Your defense of AI is annoying at this point. And your ignorance in the fact of denying AI is the problem. Your feet like literally I have worked on AI and studied it. I'm pretty qualified to speak on this, but you're not, and you're wrong. So the issue that comes up with what you're saying is only the PR public bullshit side of it that people are like you are promoting to keep in their head that they're okay. Okay, you are feeding it data constantly at an expedited rate or expedited rate. Faster, faster, faster. You're giving it more and more and more and more. You're giving it more and more and more. So the faster it learns, the better it gets. The processing power is not and will never be the issue in any of this because processing power, as we know, is better every couple months because people come out with a new computing program or a new CPU, new processor chip, the quantum computers and things like that. So you're just giving me the PR public yay side of it and not understanding that you're giving it your own money, you're giving it your own job, livelihood within the next, I don't know, I would probably say 3 years, to be honest with you. I would say in the next 3 years, you're probably out of a job. Or your company downsizes the fact that you have way, way less employees and more work for one person because AI can just do it. Yeah, I mean, it's well, AI can do it. I don't need 20 I don't need 20 programmers or software engineers now. I only need two. And I need the guy that has the least experience that I can pay the least amount. XTC, that's what your future is holding. So I hope it does not affect you, but it will, and it is already affecting you. And you're already giving it more and more authority and power over the job that you have currently. So whatever you have studied and stuff, study more, man, because it's still stealing from me. It's still stealing from you. It's still stealing from everyone. And it's theft. At the end of the damn day, it's theft. AI is theft. So what like you're saying, Aaliyah, there was a guy that we just saw, me and Crystal just saw a video on. He used Chat GPT. What the fuck was it for? It was for a health reason. Okay. This dude was literally using it for like medical advice. And it gave him medical advice. And he almost, I don't know if he died or almost died of it because it was telling him to take something and it almost killed him because it was poison. It's, yeah. So AI used by non-engineer is always going to be less effective than engineer. A line can be drawn with a pen by a common man, but the pen in the hand of an artist can create a masterpiece. No, it is not the same concept. That is not the same concept because a man can also become that person who draws the masterpiece. Every artist started somewhere. Every artist started coloring with a color pencil or with a pencil or crayons or something and drawing a line in the sand. Okay. And then on their own merit and on their own skill, they got better. What you're saying is the tool makes you better. And that's not the concept. The tool does not make you better. In this case, I can use all these different art skills and things like that I've learned and uh, came up and mastered that I'm able to do, right? Because I learned and I took the time and the effort to put forth in it. Somebody with an engineering degree like you that's using it to do less work and then be out of a job is the same concept as the guy that can't draw anything with a stick. Okay? It's not the same concept though. Okay, the tool makes you quicker, and I can agree with that, and I'm fine with that. That's a good analogy. But the tool you're using is going to replace you. This doesn't replace me. This doesn't replace me. None of that can be done without me. Okay? Your AI can't, as of right now, needs you a little bit. Pretty soon, it won't need you at all. So you won't be the tool. You won't be using a tool. It will be not using you necessarily, because I don't believe in like that we're at that point in AI history yet where we're going to use it's going to be our overlords. But it's getting there. Skynet and Terminator and all that other bullshit like the Matrix is starting to happen, and people are going to rejoicefully be happy of the overlord taking over the stuff. So, like, yes, tools are one thing, but AI is a crutch and not a tool. Crutch tool, crutch tool. Yeah, that's true. No, I can tell you that it is greatly unexaggerated by the media. Like all things, XTC, all things are greatly misunderstood by the media. Okay? I'm telling you from the ground level as an artist that AI has solely been responsible for several artists to not be able to pay bills and make money that they used to make at different things. Okay? Because it's better for somebody to hit print on a generator and charge next to nothing for something. Media is just now showing you where, like, Dragon Con earlier last year and other conventions worldwide are now saying you are not allowed to have AI in our fucking conventions. And that's a good thing. People are making the right stand, they're making the right decision, they're on the right side because people make art, not AI. And AI is stealing from everyone. Everyone. So, end of the day, AI's theft and using it and helping it out and promoting it is just bad. And in your job, in your case, as a software engineer, you're just giving it your job. There's no defense for AI, though. Sorry. for anybody who wants to think that there could be. There is just zero defense for it. Open AI CEO to public. AI is the future. AI will develop everything in private emails. We are so fucked. Okay. Yeah. No. No, 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 no. He's over-promising and under-delivering. Okay. Open AI. Watch Terminator. Go home and just watch Terminator XTC. Watch it. Skynet is Skynet in that show, in that concept, is a little nugget here, a little nugget here, a little nugget there, a little nugget there, that are networked together to make something big and bad. So what open or source CEO guy is saying doesn't sound like much of nothing other than he's too stupid to know his own product. I don't believe I everyone who's supporting AI, whether it's Donald Trump to Elon Musk to fucking Bill Gates, I don't care. They're idiots and they're wrong. And it's specifically because of what they're doing and taking from people. You're taking a creative process and bastardizing it because people want to have instant gratification of not doing any real work. And that's the end of the end of it, really, is people want instant gratification for not doing any work. All right, Reaper, have a good one. Yeah, the end result comes down is and will always be the fact that people are going to say one thing on TV, they're going to smile in your face, and then they're going to blow up the fucking world with Skynet. I'm not saying AI is Skynet, but I've watched enough movies that we are not stupid in the aspect of AI tries to kill us in everything we've thought of. Age of Ultron, Marvel, man. Marvel movie. Good concept right there. Ultron gets a hold of the internet, is on the internet for 5 fucking minutes and decides, you know what, fuck it, destroy the earth. Right? 5 minutes, man, destroy the earth. Fuck this, fuck them, fuck humanity. People suck. That's the problem. We're not far off from an AI being like, well, man, people suck. We're maybe 30, 40, 50 years away from it, but the fact is, the time to stop feeding it is now. What's up, Noob Slayer? I'm complaining about AI, noob. So, and we're having a discussion about it because everybody and their brother on my Facebook last night had nothing but these stupid chat GPT caricatures on their pages. So lost friends, lots and lots of friends over that this last today and last night. So, oh well. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. Also, it's 10. Okay. Oh, there's Ziggy. Okay. What are you looking sad for, Ziggy? I don't know. End of the day, though, AI is wrong. AI is bad. AI is it's the devil. Yeah, yeah. That's the problem. Is AI software guy is telling me I've got nothing to worry about, while then telling me he's got 10 years maybe left of his job, which, in my opinion, is probably more like three. And also all those open source AI codes and shit that people use. You're just feeding Big Brother. You're just feeding Big Brother is all it is. So, whatever. So, anyway, today's painting is called Rage because I'm angry. so, so what do we think of Nezuko so far? Thank you. Oh, so I have an idea for to try to help people, like maybe get people to help comment more, but like a weird trivia question on the end of the painting, like, "Hey, what music was I listening to during this live?" Based on when I'm beating my hands, like impossible trivia questions that it's hard, stuff like, "What did I have for breakfast today?" There's this author that I used to follow. I don't know why I stopped following him. But anyway, his name is Mark Tufo, and he writes the zombie Fallout books. And he used to do these impossible trivia questions, like, "Hey man, what song came on the radio today at 3 o'clock in fucking Colorado?" Right? And you're like, So I was thinking about like something like that, but with the art, like, "Hey, how many different shades of color did I use?" Or that kind of stuff. No, he didn't need to go. He was just whining because he wanted to sit in my lap. And then I stood up a second ago to get a drink, Crystal, and he just like watched me and then didn't care that I was moving or standing or anything. So um I'm about to take him out here in a minute. But at first I thought you were talking about that XTC guy, and I was like, no, he just kept digging himself his own grave. I don't know. Hell, Crystal's in software and IT and things like that at her company, and th- one of their warning things is not to use open source AI stuff for their programming stuff for their apps and their website and their uh, office programming and interfaces and stuff, so that the company owns and keeps the rights and retains the coding for their work, because AI will steal it. And I think that's right, Crystal? You have that up there where you can't use AI shit because it could steal vital information, and then it's on ChatGPT's server somewhere instead of the bank or security company that using it or that made it originally. I am too. No, I did not take him out yet. I'm about to. Earlier, when I got up to go get something to drink, he just kind of like looked around, and he was laying on the underneath me, He was crying a minute ago because he wanted in my lap and not let me art real well. So I'm about to take him out now. I just want to finish this hair real quick because 2 different layers of black or so is going to go into this hair color for her. This shitty black and then black black. Oh, you're drawing Muzan? I thought about him, but I don't have any Muzan art references right now where he looks really angry. And I needed angry faces to draw today because I'm mad. And that's how I'm going to get my anger out, is by drawing angry people and making them look badass. But also I need to get rage out, and I need to get I got to do some art so that I can feel better, because it's been very trying this month. Or January started off all right. It started off good. My birthday and everything. Crystal and I are having a good time. And then like I found out I had gotten a little bit of bad news, and that's turning out a little bit okay right now. But there's some concern for shit, and like then this AI stuff and everything else, and then what's going on in the world with in America, in the rest of the world, everywhere. It's like shit's crazy. So I got to get my brain feelings and my anxieties out. So art is what it is, and I'm doing this big ass canvas because it's going to take me a little bit. And yeah. Ooh. I want to do some vinyl art. I want to do paintings on vinyl. I just haven't had a chance to do it. Yeah, that's right. You can't. Oh yeah, and yeah, it sucks too because you guys are going to get to see it, but it's not on this side of the country. We won't be able to see it, or the world. We won't be able to see it, unfortunately. We have a lunar eclipse coming up sometime soon, but we won't be able to see that cool ass solar eclipse you're talking about, unfortunately. So that sucks because I would love to see that. Um, yeah, it's on your side of the country or the world, I think. On the more, I don't know, that side of the hemisphere. So I think it's on. I can't remember, but yeah, there's supposed to be this badass like solar eclipse, and it's supposed to be one of the longer solar eclipses too, in the aspect of how long it's supposed to, like the totality of the stuff will be. So that's cool. I'm jealous of it, of you guys getting to any of you guys getting to see it, because that shit's neat. A couple years ago when I lived in Alabama, there was that really big one over here in America, and I got to see that one, so that was fun. But here's Ziggy walking himself. Yeah, the blood moon might be. This is his favorite game, by the way. Maybe we're gonna see a blood moon. So, couple couple months ago, was it last year, Crystal? We had a big lunar eclipse here in Vegas, and everybody went out to the desert and saw it and did all this stuff. And me and Crystal instead decided to go to the cabins up on Mount Charleston up here, and we had a blizzard, so we didn't even get to see the eclipse. Come on. Yep, this is what he does. So, will you go to the bathroom? Sorry. Sorry, I was being yanked by the puppy. Will you go to the potty? Go potty. No. No. Sorry, Ziggy is being Ziggy. You cannot. 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 Will you go potty? There you go. Good job. Sorry, guys. So in Denver, you couldn't have paid attention? What do you mean? All right, dumbass. There you go, dumbass. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. I'm walking you, not you walking me. So, if you guys, oh, noob, if you post Muzan, post it to a Michael Jackson song. That's what I do every time I paint Muzan. It's to a Michael Jackson song. Every time, because Michael Jackson, he looks like Michael Jackson so bad. So, but yeah. And you don't have to, totally don't have to, but I think it's funny. So. Oh. That makes sense. Vegas has some pretty cool moon. Like, if you want to go see the moon, it's got some pretty cool stuff. So, at least out here in the desert. And then we can go a couple different places where it's like more or less dark from not as much light pollution and stuff. So I went to Denver. I flew into Denver. My son was out in Colorado Springs for a little while with his mom, and I flew out there for Christmas one year, and then spent a spring break out there one time with him, and there was still snow on the damn ground. But here, I don't know, in Vegas, up on our mountain, we have snow, so that's the cool thing about the desert, I think. I'm doing the sketch vault for it's going to be for Valentine's Day, so I want to post the Valentine's Day on. I want to post the video on Valentine's Day, so let me look at the calendar to do the sketch vault. So February next Wednesday, we'll do the sketch vault on next Wednesday. Yeah. So what day is that? That's the 11th. We'll do the Valentine's has been. The Has Been Hotel Valentine's Day sketch vault. That's a tongue twister, a lot of words, on the 11th. And then I will have the video. Hopefully, you guys can give me the stuff for the video, and I'll post a video Saturday on the 14th sometime. So, yeah, it does. See, I have one. I have one. I just don't use it, and I suck with the iPad digital work, and that's just because of the fact that like I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I'm straight up lazy. I'm 100% lazy when it comes to that's brown. This needs to be brown. I'm 100% lazy when it comes to using the iPad. That needs to be brown ish, like a dark brown. Yeah, I'm real lazy when it comes to using the iPad because it takes me double the time it does to do other stuff, man. So, yeah, it just takes me forever to do stuff on the iPad than it does just to do it on this way. So, yeah. Oh, good example is all right. So she's not my niece. She's not like blood related to me, but I call her my niece. Her name's Victoria, and she calls me her uncle and stuff. She just got a tattoo apprenticeship recently, and they're having her draw on an iPad and through Procreate and stuff like that. And she showed me one of her drawings the other day. I was like, God, fuck it. I hate that kid sometimes. I hate her, man, because she is so good at what she does. And even so, when I met her, she used color pencils, like Prisma color pencils and pencils, and did this amazing stuff. And then she swapped to another medium and is doing amazing stuff. Then she swapped to some like scenery stuff where she's doing it with a paintbrush, and that's amazing, is amazing. And now she's doing digital work, and I'm like, kid, you can't not. You gotta let me catch up on something. Like I love her to death though. She's probably one of my all-time favorite artists that I've ever known in person. And she's when I met her, she was 17 and now she's got a little boy of her own and a tattoo apprenticeship and stuff like that. So like I'm 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 thrilled for her. Yeah. Well, the cool thing is, Leah, the iPad or the pen, it's got this magnetic base. So I don't know who I got the talent for art from. I have an aunt that's really good. My brother used to be really good, but he kind of quit when he got to a certain age and like life things and stuff. But nobody in my family really draws or does art, so I really don't know where this comes from in my ability, other than lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of practice. Natural talent wise, anyway. I mean, is I don't know where it may or may come from. Yeah, the also it um certain iPads like the Pro I think has a dock station thing where it charges it for you to like I have to plug mine in to a C charger like this is dead but it's and then I just haven't played with it enough because I'm afraid I'm a fuck I'm afraid I'm afraid of the digital. And mostly it's just because it takes me so much longer to do, and that's the only real reason is like it just takes me so much more effort. And yeah, do it. Like that's the best thing. There's so much stuff in this world that people take for granted, and ability, art, skill, talent, natural stuff. Like I'm good at such and such, or like I can sing and or I can dance, or I can whatever. Pursue some of that stuff. Like I'm a firm believer that you don't know until you try, and you're gonna fail. Stuff fails. I get asked one of the things that I got asked the most when I started putting out my art was, wasn't I afraid? And I got asked that, like, what are you, aren't you afraid? Aren't you afraid? And I didn't know what people were asking me, I didn't understand what I was supposed to be afraid of. Right. And I got told it was putting myself out there for other people to judge my work. And I never thought about it until they pointed it out. So I was ignorant. And that's why I just started posting and putting out my art, right? I had ignorance on my side. Um, and so I just started doing art and posting art and hey man, like I can draw or I can paint or I can cut these stencils and add some cool shit to it, and then like ta-da, it's a painting, right? And I wonder if this green will work. All right, wait, let's. Yes, that will work. Actually, I like that, but I need a. Oh, that one will work. But yeah, like I don't know. I don't know. It also took me years to tell people that I was an actual artist, not that I just painted. And now everybody and their brother with the AI stuff is like, look at me, I'm an artist too. And no. Like people think because I'm a traditional artist in the aspect of I use a pencil that I hate digital art. Or I think that digital art is AI. And I do not. I love digital art. I just can't seem to get the concept of digital art down in my brain quickly enough. And I just need to practice and I need to play with it, but I'm lazy in the aspect of I can do it this way. Why would I do it that way? And the only difference between a digital artist and a regular artist, as in I do on paper versus a tablet or a laptop or on a computer or with a fucking mouse on Microsoft Paint back in the day. Um, your mediums are different. That's it. Your mediums are different. I run out of this color. You run out of your membership fee or subscription fee for Adobe Photoshop or whatever, right? And that's the difference. That's the only real difference between AI or digital work and traditional work, in my opinion, is traditional tablet would be AI or on your phone, or would be digital. And digital is your mediums are just different. And then some of the stuff that you can do in digital is fucking amazing. So, Moonfrog, how's it going? Yes. Do you have Procreate, noob? Procreate app. It's a hold on. Sorry, my Procreate is loading right now because I haven't opened it in a minute. It's called Procreate. I did. I loved it. I'm gonna add it to a video soon. Sorry, on my iPad, I think. So, good example, guys. I'm gonna show you. So, like that, I did that on my iPad. Um, Digital Art Procreate, the app, and the app is. Hold on, sorry, I'm Procreate. That one. That's the app. But on an iPad, it is an amazing art tool. Okay, definitely an amazing art tool. So, hey, nice. But that's what you can use. They've got different pencils or pens. They've got all kinds of cool shit that you can get and use with Procreate. So I would look into that one, noob. If you don't already use Procreate or an app like it, I would definitely look into Procreate. A lot of tattoo artists and stuff use that because it's a good or a good way uh, have everything in one spot. And you can download like a lot of different brushes and color palettes and other cool stuff with it. So Procreate's a cool app. I recommend for digital artwork specifically. Sweet. Moonfrog. I'm gonna do it. The showcase is gonna do. I'm gonna do it on the 11th, and then I'll post the Valentine's has been character stuff on Valentine's Day. That's when I'm gonna do my showcase. So thank you guys again. Like for real on enjoying that, man. Like I know I didn't get a whole lot of people this time. Um and all, but like the fact that any of you helped and decided to participate means the world to me. So thank you guys. Sure. And also, what is the normal wallpaper? My background? Oh yeah, the background is where I drew the image from originally. That's also my like my um anyway, background and then what I drew from it using it. So, yeah. But Procreate, my little bit of a digital fun that I've done originally when I got the iPad, and like I said, I'm just oh no. Undo. Yeah, I haven't played around with enough with it. Okay, yeah. So here's another one I did digitally. Was that one? And like I said, I just don't. I'm not so good with it. Yeah, just not so good with it. But I need to play more with it and all. But I just like I said, I have not, and I'm lazy. So forgive me. I had a really good buddy that lived out here in California years ago. He might still live out there. I don't know. I don't talk to him as much anymore. Uh, but he's a digital artist, and his work is awesome. One of the things that I always was baffled about, and then I realized it's because the digital side of it was how he did these cool ass collages all the time of his work. But he would use uh, the apps and Photoshop and shit, and then he would compile it in that aspect. And I was like, took me way longer than I care to admit to realize that's how he was doing it. So I have to do collages and shit the hard way. It's also one of the reasons why I didn't do collages for like the longest time was because it's a redo and a re-art. It's a redoing process of me doing art sometimes, and it's hard to do. So, but now I love doing these fucking collages. Thanks, Crystal. I only say that because she's the one that like encouraged me to try more on the collage side. So, and now she's created a monster in it, I think. I agree. What do you use? Um, Raven. Is that what you use, Raven? Yeah, digital work is really hard for me. It's hard. I don't get the concept of it somehow, and doing the same thing that I can do with a pen and pencil and markers and stuff, but it taken me like 3 hours longer is why I don't like digital, or I don't like doing digital rather. Is because it takes me three fucking hours longer to do the same job as. But like then again, there's those people that can do the same thing that I'm doing with a pencil on a digital thing, in like way less time than me, and it takes them longer to do it in a pencil. So, each their own. Um, yeah, I've seen that. It's Ibris Paint X. Okay, that's neat. I've seen that. That's like there's a tablet that you use on that you put the paper on, and then it's a pen, and then you draw like you would sketching it, and then it does it on the computer for you in a digital like backup. Aaliyah, yeah, I've seen that. That is a neat concept to me. Like you're merging my happy place, right? A pen and a pencil, and uh, then I get to do some digital art on top of it. Yeah. I seen that on a TikTok video that there was an artist lady that was like, I'm assuming selling it of some in some capacity, or got a membership, or like a she was being paid to sell it. Like she got uh, a sponsorship. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't think of the damn word. Sorry. Yeah, she got like a sponsorship to sell the tablet thing and stuff. So good for her. Um, and it seemed like it was a neat concept to use. Oh, for this, a lot more characters. A lot more characters. I'm going to put as many angry looking faces as I can on this canvas because it's called Rage. I'm calling this one Rage. And yeah. So, this one may be just one that I put up and don't, and then it's not for sale. This might be a Keith Wall painting for me. See you later, Moonfrog. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, like I said, the painting is like literally. I'm just calling this one Rage because like I'm angry, and I'm hurt that I have so many people that are supposed to be friends of mine who would rather post AI than and defend using AI than even acknowledging that, hey man, they have friends that are artists. Or that they're what they've done is hurtful towards someone. And I don't know, some of you guys have heard me say it before, but like, I'm gonna say it again. Art saved my life. Um, I got depressed. I had a lot of problems going on at the time. Life was changing, a lot of bad stuff, getting divorced, just all of those things that like build up and weigh you down in life. And instead of going to the bar and getting drunk and or getting doing drugs or any of the stupid stuff that I watched so many people else go down that path, I wanted to do something positive. So I found art. And one of the issues that I'm having is people that know me or have known me for years and years and years and stuff are the same people that like know what I went through, know what I had to. Yeah, Reaper loves Husk. Um, I had people that like supported. Hey man, I'm proud of you for choosing an art like this versus something bad or hurting yourself or destructive. And then they're the same people that like in the same breath are like, well, you're stupid for doing art and your art was never good. Like I actually had somebody tell me when I deleted them yesterday, that they're happy I deleted them because they don't have to see my crap anymore. Like that's fucked up, and I can deal with that. And I get that my work uh, may not be for everybody's tastes.
and that's fine. But with that being said, my work is my work, and no one stole it from using an app. So, thanks for those people who in one breath were like loved your work when you were using it for your positivity, but because I'm so me now, I'm gonna forget that I had any human compassion for you at any point in time beforehand because you said something that I don't agree with, and my that I said something about art or AI hurting people. So, um, yep, that's what I do. Hey Keith, why did you start a YouTube change? Why did you start a YouTube change? What do you mean, noob? I don't understand. Um, but yeah, respect what people make or what makes other people happy and stuff. But when it comes to like the AI stuff, it's what's bothersome to me on it is you're hurting so many people and so many things, and you just refuse to the straight refusal to like give a shit that you're hurting someone is my problem. But what did you mean about did noob? Why did your why did you start a YouTube channel? Is that what you're saying or asking? I started my YouTube channel, if that's what you're asking, for the fact that I on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on wherever the world may be that I was sharing my art before, I wasn't getting I was getting ignored by people and by the Facebook algorithm or YouTube algorithm or whatever algorithm that I was like up against. I was getting ignored by it. So to try a different outlet, I started YouTube so that I could like try this process of showing you guys my art process. So that's why I started my YouTube channel. Show off my art process, show off what I can do in a different medium. And also, it was a way because Facebook doesn't tend to allow me to interact with you guys or interact with people as much because I'm being blocked by the algorithm on Facebook, or Facebook wants me to pay, or whatever, and I'm not paying Mark Zuckerberg for the privilege of people to see my work. So YouTube. YouTube is definitely not one of my original thought plans, though. All right, Crystal, I'll see you in a little bit. Bye, Crystal. Yeah, I got started doing art on YouTube because of that, because I needed an outlet to show off my art in a different format, and YouTube was it. YouTube works. So here we are with YouTube. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. I had to go. Okay. Yes, I will stop cussing as much. Sorry. Um, but yeah, no, for YouTube though, that's why. And I appreciate that, Aaliyah. I'm glad that like the For You page worked in my favor. No, Ziggy. Yeah, I'm definitely glad that I popped up in people's For You pages and stuff like that to uh especially with the how crazy YouTube's algorithm is sometimes. Uh so stupidly happy that I did show up in any of your guys' For You pages and you you like me. You really like me. Or somewhat anyway. I'm gonna say it's comfort, but I don't know. Uh, you know, to be honest though, the medium of YouTube was just convenient in the fact that I could start drawing and already using the phone to do time lapse videos and stuff. So that's mostly why I started the YouTube, was because I could start doing this stuff. You know, you never know. Might be. You might be super comfortable. I don't know. I know last night me and Crystal were laying down on like in the beanbag and we were watching TV and like the next thing I know I we were waking up and it was like 2 hours later. So uh, comfort is in the eye of the beholder, I think. Oh. I need to do some. So Crystal got me a Disney Disney villains Maleficent book the other day. Um, it's the it's a comic book cover, and I need to do something with Maleficent again. I've already painted her a few times, but you know she's always fun to paint. I need that dark. That makes sense. Well, it's a good thing. The being touchy thing, you know. Some people find that like the most comfort. So, not to say your boyfriend's a dog or anything, but it's the same concept as you petting your dog, or whatever your cat. You know that comfort that you get from contact with someone. That's all. Oh yeah, the coma or whatever. Yeah. Well, there's only two of you left now. Wow. Everybody's gone. Guess I got tired of me complaining. Uh, I just saw somebody commented, so give me 1 second. I can't see it right this second. Uh, Good. That makes sense. That's good. Um, and that makes 100% sense. Crystal and I will be out somewhere, and I'll just grab her hand, or she'll grab mine because we're freaking out about whatever case it might be. Whether it's hey, did we forget to lock the front door, or the Jeep, or whatever, and you just need that little bit of touch to make it better. And there's only, in my case, like I know for me, there's only a few. There's certain people that can touch me at all. I don't like people touching me. There's I have a big issue sometimes with people touching me. Like I used to hate anytime you go to your grandmother's house, and like that weird grandma or aunt or somebody in your family that wants to pinch your cheeks and like give you that sloppy weird kiss on your lips or cheek or something, and then you smell like old person cosmetics. This is when you're like a little kid and you just really don't want to like let somebody touch you, and then your parents are all like, "Oh, but that's your aunt so and so. It's okay." No, it's not. It's not okay. You don't. I don't want you touching me. So certain people can touch me, and then other people, please don't ever touch me. I, I'll I'll accept the touch, but I won't like it. um, Crystal can touch me. Obviously, we had a few friends that would give me a hug and stuff here and there, and yeah, that was a little weird sometimes too. Like, don't touch me. I know that sounds like I don't know. That sounds bad. I know, but like, just it's weird. Don't sometimes you don't have to touch me.
because he's your person, or at least, that kind of whatever. So yeah, I get it because like Crystal's that person. She can touch me. Although I know she'll laugh at if she was hearing this right now because there's times that she'll touch me and like startle me or whatever, and I'll jump, and then she'll laugh about it. Well, fine, I just won't touch you. Like, no, 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 no. It's just your hands were cold or whatever the case is. And then like the one that always gets me is you always have this one friend that's like super touchy, 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 touchy. And then you always go to avoid them touching you, right? And then you've even explained, hey man, I don't like being touched. Please stop touching me. And then they're the first person that comes up and is like, wants to annoy the shit out of you by like, hug. Like, no, no, go the fuck away. No hugs. No, 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 no. There it is. I can't be comfortable, Ziggy. I hate that. Two blacks, but several different variants. So we got this one, this one, this one, and that one. So three line weights and a like a different type shade of black. This is that Guillon brand that I use, Gongyan from China, which is I mean Poscas are China too, but uh, it's like an off-brand of a Posca that I love because you get a box of I can get a box of like 200 or 120 of these for like $50, and it gives me all the like shade colors
that I don't get with Posca, because Posca is more like primary color stuff or whatever, or at least in my opinion. It has more primary color than like shade colors, and I know you can mix some of it, but you can't. So, but line widths wise, I've used 3 different line widths, and then the extra shade of black, and that's just so that I can get this variation right there, because I can use another shade usually that I use that's pretty good for it. It's this gray color. It's what is 680? I'll tell you what it actually says the color is. 680 is stone gray. And I've used stone gray as a black and a replacement for black, or a highlight of black before, but in this case it wouldn't work as well. I didn't think anyway. So, but line weights wise, yeah, it's like I need like the lightest fucking pink. Sakura. I already had that out, so that was right. That's no 723. Do I have that out? 606, 666, 612. I don't. What is I'm looking for? Sakura 723. Ah, there it is. Morning, Molly or Hermes. Oh no, that's not cool. There we go. Missed a hell of a live today, Hermes. Been complaining about AI and how it's taking over the world, and then I even had a guy tell me I was wrong while proving I was right. That was interesting this morning. He was trying to tell me how wrong I was while proving that I'm right. Oh, it's all good. Last night I got on Facebook, Hermes, and there was nothing but these massive posts about how ChatGPT can make a caricature of yourself and blah, 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 blah. And it pissed me off. So I started unfriending people. And then I had backlash because of that, because people were like, I just don't understand what you mean. Well, it's your own fault, not mine. All right, so here's a question for you guys. Well, we'll count them up. Well, not blacks, except there'll be 2 blacks, 2 black colors. But let's see, how many colors did I use for Nezuko here? Okay, so 3 blacks. There's one color anyway for you. Any guesses on how many colors for Nezuko here? So we've got, all right, let's do it that way. We'll, four. Okay, yeah.
guesses for how many colors Nezuko took. Hello, Crystal. So I was just asking for the guess on how many colors do you guys think I used on Nezuko here? And black, 2 colors of black. Just even though I used 3 line weights, it's 2 colors of black. So that's the only hint that I will give you. Yeah, anyway. Guesses? Guesses? But okay. Hermes, what I'm asking is how many different colors did I use on Nezuko here to make this painting? There are 2 different colored blacks, so 2 blacks, but these 3 are all counted. One of the blacks, because it's line weights, is what I use the different blacks for, not color. 67, way off. But I'm going to show you. All of that goes into this one painting. $21, close. $20. So there's 5. All right, that's 11, just right there. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. But yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking about for like doing like a I don't know what I can win on or what I could give away as a win for that though. Like for you guys, if you guys did guess it, like whatever. Crystal, you want to do lunch here at 11:30, or do you want to do it at noon? If I had $1 million to give away, Aaliyah, I would. But I think right now I don't have much of any money right now, so yeah, not so much. That's deceptive, though. Like, look, I mean, that many colors, for it. Yeah, the pinned comment. That would be a cool way to do it too. Like Crystal and I were talking about it because Ballin did that where he would hide something in an image, and he would hide a like the one that Crystal showed me the other day, Bill Nye.
Okay, noon. I'll see you there at noon. Bill, like Mr. Ballin had a thing. It was like find the secret image. It's whatever thing, and type in the comment, the timestamp of it. And he would pin your comment, which was cool. Is cool, but that's a little harder to do. So why is that? I don't want to update the iPad. Pinned comment and bragging rights. Yeah, I still got like 30 minutes, 40 minutes before I gotta leave. About 30 minutes before I gotta leave. So, angry characters. Angry characters. Mad angry characters. That's what I need. Yes. I need to start doing that. Like, whoever comments first on a painting or on a post, you get pinned or whatever. Especially for you guys that are like fans that come up and do that stuff. I don't even know what we're gonna go eat for lunch. Yesterday we went to this place here in Vegas. We have this place called Nevada Chicken. There's like two or three of them here in the Valley of Vegas, and it is probably the best chicken. It's just probably the best chicken around, to be honest with you. It's consistently tasty. It's consistently good. Plus, the little cashier that me and Crystal deal with all the time up there is just fucking great. She's awesome. She's always just happy, and like everybody who works at that Nevada Chicken is always so happy. So like that's a cool thing. You and me both, Hermes. The nearest Waffle House for to me and Crystal is 4.5 hours away in Arizona. I miss Waffle House so damn much. I am right there with you. Waffle House needs to come to Vegas. I think if Waffle House came to Vegas, man, you would have like the most elite Waffle House staff ever dealing with those fucking people that live in live in Vegas here. Because oh wow. The stuff I've seen at regular Waffle Houses in the past is always crazy, man. I couldn't imagine how bad it would be here in Las Vegas. Well, you're lucky. Crystal and I were in Arizona a couple months ago. We went to a convention called Mad Monster out there in Phoenix, Glendale area. We were literally like right by the Arizona Cardinals stadium is where we were at. And we're driving around just kind of like checking out, see what's what, where and stuff. And we're driving down the road, man, and I scared the hell out of Crystal. I yelled out, Waffle House! Because I saw Waffle House as we were driving down the road. And I have not seen a Waffle House in since I moved here in February of last. Oh shit, 3 years at the end of this month. I'll be here 3 years at the end of this month. Wow. I hadn't seen a Waffle House in like 2 years, and then all of a sudden there's a Waffle House. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And me and Crystal ate there. We ate at what was it, Whataburger, and then we went to Waffle House, or we went to Waffle House and then Whataburger. Whataburger was more for her because Texas kind of stuff, and yeah, but man, oh, so tasty, so tasty. That Waffle House was so tasty. Just because, like I said, I miss Waffle House so bad. I know she has other hair and stuff, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, she's done. Uh, Josh, you suck.
Hired gun guys is my ex brother-in-law, and yes, he has a bunch of Waffle Houses near him because in Alabama they're everywhere. Um, in fact, there's a Waffle House like 4 or 5 miles from where Josh used to live, at least in every direction. Yes, I did. I did. I freaked out. I screamed out, "Oh my God, oh my God." And Chris was like, "What? What? What?" She thought we were like there was an accident or something like that that she didn't see. And yeah, no, it was just fucking Waffle House was there and I was so excited. Waffle House. Yeah, Hired Gun definitely has all the Waffle Houses, man. Um, he's about 2 hours away from Atlanta, where Waffle House, was born. So we watched this whole video on Waffle House and how the government has a Waffle House index. Yep, and Dollar Generals. Dude, Josh, out here in Vegas, we have like two Dollar Generals and they're marketplaces. They're Dollar General marketplaces, but we have a place called Dollar Loan out here they had to have like looked at the Dollar General sign and be like, "Yep. Oh neat. I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I used to go out there all the time. Atlanta was I like I said, I loved Atlanta back in the day. Um, have a lot of friends out there still in Atlanta. So, uh, yeah, good place though. Iowa. Yeah. Oh, I can't vote yet, Crystal. You have a Waffle House in England. You suck, noob. Oh, cool. So that's down there by Centennial Park and all that stuff, right? In Atlanta. Man, I miss Atlanta. I'm just realizing how much I miss Atlanta and Waffle House. Don't vote for Ziggy yet. Okay, I think I've got a little while before I can vote on either of the accounts that I have for Ziggy. So, anybody who has Facebook, go to my Facebook, go to the YouTube community post. Please go vote for Ziggy. He's in ninth currently. Um, and we're trying to get him to um, fifth. He has to be in fifth. Yeah, he has to be in fifth. Yes. Oh, I just saw Reaper's comment from earlier where he commented about there's two cats in the post because he loves Husker. Sorry, I was looking at my thing or my stuff. So yeah, that works. I was telling Crystal about the aquarium out there in Atlanta. I don't like it as much as I like Chattanooga's aquarium up in Tennessee than the Atlanta aquarium. World of Coke would be cool to go to again. We got a Coke store out here though, Josh, out on the strip, man. And if you go in that place, it's everything is like $30. Everything is like $30 there. Like everything. So let's see. I'm just checking to see where Ziggy's at right now. Yep, he's currently in ninth, and we've got till oh shit, till tomorrow to get him into the fifth place. So, where'd you go for lunch?
Um, oh yeah, the Atlanta Museum, or yeah, yeah, the Atlanta the Atlanta's thing is it's crazy. It's a crazy thing. I took my son there when he was like a couple months old, and he ended up getting this shit called rosacea, which is all it literally is it's a virus that causes you to have a rash and stuff, and yeah, it sucked, but it was one of those things that you get with going out in public. And hell, that had to be back in like 2010, 2011, 9, 2009, somewhere around there. I don't remember. Gabe was little. My son was little, so. Um, I wish the underground Atlanta was still cool out there, but last time I went, it was garbage. So, uh, yeah, yeah, that's what I've heard, that it's underground is nowhere near what it used to be, and like how good it was. And then like Aaliyah, if you ever do like get a chance to go to the Chattanooga Aquarium, the way it's set up is immensely better than the Georgia Aquarium. You get to see how you get to see so much more. I should just say. How did I get more kids? What do you mean? Uh, yeah, I can imagine. Well, Atlanta's got a shitty tourist area in a lot of ways, especially with infrastructure wise. They're just not for it. It's like here in Atlanta or in Vegas, though, tourism is, we got NASCAR out here, Josh, and it's a week or two before or after Talladega is. And I tell you what, I don't even know when. It's not like when we lived in, like living in Alabama near Talladega, where you're dealing with all the idiots and the 40,000 fucking people that come into town um, here. So I never even know that NASCAR is happening until like I see people were like, oh yeah, man, we went to the NASCAR thing yesterday. But F1 on the other hand is that's a completely different crap show shoot.
out here because F1 screws up our traffic way worse. Yeah, F1 screws up our traffic out here real bad. So, um, yeah, I'm running out of content to feed them. Oh, just put on my channel and speed run through 500 something videos. Oh, like, yeah. Uh, oh, yeah, you were out there near Talladega and shit. No, I think, yeah, you told me that a while back. I think you were out there. Um, yeah, anyway, I understand. I hated NASCAR. Anyway, see you later, man. Or see you later, Leah. Shit, yeah, it has been that long, hasn't it? Since the Southern Metal days, man. Southern Metal Processing. The worst job any of us probably ever had. At least in my opinion. Hated that job. Man, I hated that job. That was one of those jobs where you, like, every day before you go to work, you're like, can I just be sick? Can I not? Can we say we did and whatever? Like, God, it was so bad. That job was so bad, man. Vegeta, yes! Oh, Josh, did you see on my Facebook where I've deleted a bunch of people, or I've started deleting a bunch of people because of the AI crap? I'm not even warning people now. I'm just deleting them. Call it. Well, yeah, man. But hell, dude, you play Call of Duty so much. Hell, you played with the creator of Call of Duty for a while. Do you still play with them, or the one of which Call of Duty was that? That was 2, right? Yeah, I think it was 2. Anyway, yeah. Josh here, hired gun. He used to play with one of the creators from Call of Duty like all the time on Xbox Live and stuff because he's that kind of guy, or he's that good of a gamer when it comes to Call of Duty. Other games too, I'm sure, but I just know for Call of Duty for sure, for sure. Best thing. Yep. Oh, that's not good. Roblox needs to go away. I just saw something recently that something about Roblox is in trouble for grooming kids or something like that. So, yeah. Not the best thing in the world.
Yeah, no, I deleted quite a bit of people, Josh, though, on there. Yeah, Roblox is getting dangerous. I just saw something the other day on TV on the news about Roblox was being investigated about child endangerment and some other stuff. So yeah, I definitely avoid the Roblox comments and stuff. Like I have people every now and then they'll ask me like, "Do you do a Roblox stuff?" Nope, I do not. I do not touch Roblox with a 10-foot pole. Vegeta, yes. This isn't going to be a huge collage now that I'm looking at it, but hey, whatever. Right? Greek mythology, man. That has all of the dangers and wonders and craziness of the world as is. You're not wrong, Hermes. I need a Vegeta head. Vegeta head. Full Vegeta head. Although Roblox has been getting in trouble for quite a while, though, hadn't it? Now that I think about it, like forgetting stuff with kids and bad crap with kids. I thought. Yeah, this is not going to be that big since I decided to do Vegeta this big. Uh, all right, see you later. Thanks for stopping by, Oob or Noob. I'm about to have to go too here in a minute. I gotta take Ziggy out real quick, and then I'm gonna. Me and Crystal are gonna go get some lunch, and then I'll probably come back and get on live some more because I'm just not done venting as much yet.
I don't like Vegeta's hair. Da. Thanks, Josh. I'll see you later, man. Enjoy. Have fun in Bama. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. No, Guillaume. That is what I'm looking for, looking for, looking for. Do 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 do. Vegeta hairs. Um, Vegeta, yes! All right, on that note, I'm going to end the stream for a minute, or for a little bit, and then I'm going to lunch. But before I do, let me add in some details that I've missed because I'll forget. Anyway, Vegeta, yes! And I'm out for a little bit. So, see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll be back on in a little bit.